What is life insurance and why do I need it? I'm sure some of us have ran into this question before. Maybe when you're starting a new job and they ask if you would like to enroll in their life insurance plan, or maybe you have heard your parents or grandparents talk about it. It is something that we should be learning in school since people know they need it but don't know exactly why they need it. There isn't enough information on this subject, so today I'll be informing you how life insurance works. To begin with, what is life insurance? This is not a dumb question. Life insurance can be difficult to understand at times. There are also many different terms that go along with talking about insurance, so while I'm explaining things, I will try to do it so that everybody can follow along. Life insurance is basically a contract between you and your insurance company. You promise to pay premiums. In exchange, your insurance company promises to pay money to your beneficiary when you pass. So, what does the word beneficiary mean? This is a person who, when you're filling out your life insurance application, you write their name down, and this is the person you would like to receive the money when you pass. This can be your aunt, child, your pastor, your friend. This is all up to you. Usually, people will have in mind exactly who they would like to be their beneficiary. This person is usually a responsible person because they are getting a big lump sum of money, so you have to be very careful with that. You can also choose multiple primary beneficiaries. In some cases, people choose a contingent beneficiary as well. A contingent beneficiary would be listed after the primary beneficiary. This is a person who will receive the money that was supposed to go to the primary beneficiary. This usually happens if the primary beneficiary is deceased or cannot be located. So now we know who gets the money when you, a life insurance policyholder, passes. Let me dive into this a little deeper. As I said before, life insurance is considered a contract between you and the insurance company. Both of you have a promise to pay. Now, with that being said, you and the insurance company will not end up paying the same amount. What I mean by this is usually the insurance company pays a lump sum when you pass, anywhere from $50,000 or more. In your lifetime, you will not have put $50,000 into this policy. You are likely more to put less than half. So you as the client pay a premium, which is basically a monthly payment just like a car payment. You pay the premium each month and your insurance company keeps the money and in return promises to pay when you pass. Now, saying that, of course, it does come with stipulations. There are a few different types of life insurance. Just like when you go to the store, there's white bread, wheat bread, and others to choose from. Well, this is the same with life insurance. Usually when you decide you want life insurance, you find an agent. This agent can help you through the whole process and give you advice and educate you on what would be best for you. They will ask some questions to get to know you and your personal situation and go from there. They are a good source that will help you decide which type of life insurance is best for you. There is term life, which is the easiest to explain and remember. Term life is based on length. You can do 10, 15, 20, or a 30-year term. This is basically saying if you are currently 20 years old and you do a term policy for 30 years, the term will stop when you're 50 years old. This is where people can sometimes run into problems. Term life is the cheapest and it is more popular, but sometimes what people don't understand is if you do not pass away within the term you selected, your beneficiary will not get any money. Your policy will just become void unless you want to apply for another term. But at that point, it becomes a lot more expensive. There's another type called whole life. Whole life is exactly what it sounds like. It's there for your whole life, and you're 100% guaranteed to have the money paid out. With this, though, it is more expensive. It does accumulate cash value, though. There's also life insurance policies that are in between term and whole life. One of these policies is specific to the company that I work for. It's called transitional life. This policy kind of works in transitions. First, it starts off with a term, and at the end, it is a whole life policy. There are also other types like universal life, but those are a little more complicated. There are also riders you can add to your life insurance policy. A rider is an extra benefit added on to your policy. A common rider is accidental death and dismemberment. If someone adds this as a rider, it will give their beneficiary extra money if they were to pass in some sort of accident. Once you have decided what type of life insurance works best for you, you then decide how much you will need to have. Usually your agent helps you with this by determining how much debt you have, how much you want to leave your family, and funeral expenses, things of that matter. You then fill out an application, and the insurance company will have you fill out medical questions, and this determines how much of a risk you are. It's basically saying that someone that's less healthy will pay more in premiums, and someone that is more healthy will pay less in premiums. After the application is sent in, you will hear if the insurance company decided to accept you. If they do, sometimes certain insurance companies require a medical exam to make sure you are in good health. Others won't. It just depends on the insurance company. That's mostly all there is to life insurance. It protects your family by giving them a lump sum of money when you pass away. People often use this to cover funeral expenses, pay off debts like a house or a car, and it also provides income from their family when they pass. The last thing a family wants to worry about when a loved one passes is money and finances. Life insurance gives the family peace of mind knowing that they will have food on the table and won't have to take on bills and debt by themselves. I hope you have learned more about how life insurance works and the importance of it.